Yo! Hello? Hello? Anybody home? We got some shit to talk about today. Like, all of it. We basically have all of it to talk about today. And it's a lot. That's one way to put it. It is a lot. It is a lot. I hope y'all fucking brought something comfy to sit on and a drink. Cause Smash World Tour cancelled 2 weeks before their main event. They've been running a tournament. Well, they've been running a tournament circuit. Of community events. I don't know. I need to put these at the end. Okay, so there's nothing new from Smash World Tour. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure that I have everything. Cause like my stupid ass posted shit everywhere. Kotaku did an article on this with updates. There has been no follow-up since 1:51 a.m. Eastern time yesterday, as far as I can tell. No official statement from Panda Global. No official statement from Dr. Allen. So that's about where we're at. We have the full statement, the original statement from Smash World Tour. We have the official statement from VG Bootcamp. We have a response from Nintendo. And we have a follow-up from SVT. We also have backing statements. We'll get back to those. Also, sorry about the sniffles, because for some reason I wasn't really stuffy, and then suddenly I was. It won't fix itself until I've been outside for a smoke. Anyway. I'm not seeing anything new. But I have some notes on Discord. I have some notes in Twitter DMs. I've retweeted a bunch of shit. We'll cover it all. Hopefully. Hopefully, we'll cover it all. But I think... Let's see. I think the Kotaku article is the best place to start. We're gonna start with that, then we're gonna read the full SVT statement. Then we're gonna read the last update in this article. And it's not... It's not looking particularly fun, I'm gonna tell you that. Anyway, so there is today's live tweet. Have fun. Article reads: Nintendo shuts down Smash World Tour. Organizers losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. With updates. The decision has blindsided a team who truly believes things were progressing positively. Organizers of the Smash World Tour have today announced that they are being shut down after Nintendo, without any warning, told them they could no longer operate. Smash World Tour is run by a third party, a group of fans who have put together a worldwide collection of events and tournaments under one umbrella. Since Nintendo has traditionally been so bad at arranging anything official. It has grown over the years to become one of the biggest in the sports and fighting game scene, with an annual championship event featuring massive cash prizes. As the SVT team says, in 2022 alone, we connected over 6,400 live events worldwide, with over 325,000 in-person entrants, making a Smash World Tour SVT, or the tour, the largest esports tour in history for any game title. championships would also have been the largest prize pool in Smash history at over $250,000. 2023 Smash World Tour planned to have a prize pool of over 350,000. So they do a lot of cool like crowdfunding stuff. If you go to let's see, on the if you look at something like Beyond the Summit, start.gg. A lot of people crowdfund through start.gg. Beyond the Summit does some cool things where like people can sponsor their invitationals and stuff, and then through sites like this, start.gg, which is an FGC like tournament site. This is for main stage, which starts Friday through Sunday. But over here, main shop, so right now this is a registration event. So partially, so like sales from this goes to like funding the event. They'll probably put up something here. This thing is so cool. Drowning in pools, varsity swim team. They'll probably do a thing. That you'll see it has a countdown. But yeah, it'll be like event goals for sales and stuff like that, and that crowd funds. Like the Beyond the Summit Invitational usually has like a prize pool based on people who were sponsored into their event. So you can go here, and if there's like 3 people who they really want to go, or like there's 3 people who really want to go but they don't have room for more than one, they'll do like shirt sales, and they're inspired by the different players. So it'll be their main, or it'll be their main character, stuff like that, and then you buy this print, and a portion of that sale goes towards funding the final prize pool, and then whoever's shirt design sells the most T-shirts, those get invited to the invitationals. Well, semi-audioless. This is kind of, I don't know, dude. I find this shit really. Oh my. I find this stuff really interesting. So like, we'll probably have like a couple of hours of talking from this. But yeah, beyond the summit, that's kind of how they operate. Shirt sales goes into the like final pool. Also, I really want this print. It's really, really cool. Also, the title of this shirt is also amazing. My neighbor Top Tyrio. This is also a really cool design, the wave dash design. But enough about that. That's how Behind the Summit, Beyond the Summit functions. They take some stuff, they back some players, they get some decent prize pools, and that's how they live on without any and that's how they live on without any funding from Nintendo. We'll come back to Beyond the Summit, henceforth referred to as BTS, not to be confused with the K-pop group BTS, or the shortened version of Behind the Scenes. So that's how these people get their like big prize pools. They sell shirts. Some sell shirts for like their next event to be able to guarantee like their location or whatever. Anyway, we continue reading. So all toast though, because organizers now say without warning we received notice the night before Thanksgiving from Nintendo that we can no longer operate. While Nintendo has yet to comment, blah blah blah, there is an update. We reached out to the company, update, see comment at the bottom of the post. Nintendo recently teamed up with Panda to run a series of competing officially licensed Smash events. That's important. Remember that. While this will be a huge disappointment to SVT's organizers, fans, and players, it has also placed the team in a huge financial hole. Since so many bookings and plans for the event had already been made, as they say in the cancellation announcement, we don't know where everything will land quite yet with contracts, sponsor obligations, etc. In short, we will be losing hundreds of thousands of dollars due to Nintendo's actions. That being said, we're taking steps to remedy many issues that have arisen from cancelling the upcoming Smash World Tour Championships, especially for the players. Please keep an eye out in the coming days for help with travel arrangements. Given the timeline that we were forced into, we had to publish this statement before we could iron out all the details. All attendees will be issued full refunds. That's also a thing. That has been a huge debate in the Smash scene overall. Should entry be raised? So one way to like guarantee that low tide or double down or any of these fucking sick events that have existed for like the past 20 years still get to exist is to like, well, raise the entrance pool, because then less of the responsibility lies on people buying merch and stuff like that. The move blindsided the SVT team, who had believed after years of friction they were starting to make some progress with Nintendo. And then there's an excerpt from the thing. Nintendo reached out to us to let us know that they've been watching us build over the years and wanted to see if we were interested in working with them and pursuing a license as well. Made it clear that Panda's partnership was not exclusive, and they said it had not gone unnoticed that we had not infringed on their IP regarding game modifications and had represented Nintendo's values well. They made it clear that the game modifications were their primary concern in regards to calming down on events, which also made sense to us given their enforcement over the past few years in that regard. Yeah, past few years. Woof. Then back to the article text. Yes, note in addition to Nintendo now stipulating that tournaments could only run with an official license, something SVT had not been successful applying for. Team also alleged that Panda went around undermining them to the organizers of the individual events that linked together under the umbrella title of the World Tour. They also say that while Nintendo continued saying nice things to their faces, Panda told these grassroots organizers that Smash World Tour was definitely getting shut down, which made them reluctant to come on board. You can read the full announcement, blah blah blah. Update from 12:16 a.m. Eastern Time, November 30th, so like just past midnight. A Nintendo spokesperson tells Kotaku. Unfortunately, after continuous conversations with Smash World Tour and after giving the same deep consideration we applied to any potential partner, we were unable to come to an agreement with SVT for a full circuit in 2023. Nintendo did not request any changes or cancellation of the remaining events in 2022, including the 2022 championship event, considering the negative impacts on the players who were already planning to participate. This sounds like Nintendo is throwing Panda under the bus. We'll get back to Panda. Now, there's a couple of things we need. We need the official statement, which I definitely have here somewhere. Medium. VG Bootcamp. We're going to put all of these at the end. Roadkill Panda. Yeah, this is gonna be a wild one. Decent amount of reading, so like I hope you're prepared. Official statement by Smash World Tour, November 29th, 2022. Introduction. It is with an unbelievably heavy heart that we must announce that both the upcoming Smash World Championships as well as the 2023 World Champion Smash World Tour must be cancelled. Without warning, we received notice the night before Thanksgiving from Nintendo that we could no longer operate. This was especially shocking given our discourse with Nintendo the past 12 months. Since then, we have been working around the clock to take proper steps logistically as well as to prepare this statement with proper legal guidance. We are seriously grateful for all the support over the years, and we are incredibly proud of what we were able to build as a community. In 2022 alone, we connected over 6,400 live events worldwide with over 325,000 in-person entrants, making Smash World Tour the largest esports tour in history for any game title. Championships would also have had the largest prize pool in Smash history at over $250,000. The 2023 Smash World Tour planned to have a prize pool of over $350,000. That being said, we're truly devastated that this is all being taken away. The impact the tour has had globally cannot be overstated. The amount of tournament organizers, competitors, and fans this will affect is hard to measure. We realized just how much we could expand our spotlight to lesser known regions as well as SVT prize pools in 2023 and beyond, establishing a much healthier ecosystem in the community around the world. We believe this decision by Nintendo sets all of that back significantly, which is incredibly disappointing. Robin, how are you? Truly, words cannot express how difficult this process has been. We had been preparing one-of-a-kind event to crown our world champions. And we know just how hard the competitors have worked to get to this point. We're also projecting amazing viewership since the 2021 SVT Championships had been the highest viewership for any Smash event last year. We even had multiple independent documentary crews coming out, both domestic and international, to cover this historic event, especially with the storylines coming into this year with the full global tour, with little COVID interference. The championships were going to break records and introduce so many new people to this amazing community. On logistics note, we will be reaching out to those affected by the cancelling of the SVT championships. As many of you know, we lost a significant amount of money in the first 18 months of SVT. This was truly a labor of love for us. We don't know where everything will land quite yet with contract sponsors, sponsor obligations, etc. In short, we'll be losing hundreds of thousands of dollars due to Nintendo's actions. That being said, we're taking steps to remedy many issues that have arisen from cancelling the upcoming SVT championships, especially for the players. Please keep an eye out in the coming days for help with travel arrangements. Given the timeline that we were forced into, we had to publish this statement before we could iron out all the details. All attendees will be issued full refunds. Truth is, what makes this even more disappointing is the approach Nintendo took in recent weeks compared to our discourse with them over the past 12 months. We truly believe things were progressing positively for quite some time. We had kept all of this progress quiet, but especially in light of both Nintendo's and their partner Panda's actions this year, we wanted to take the opportunity to write an open letter to Nintendo, as we don't know how much the higher-ups at Nintendo are even aware of the history and context of the last few years. In recent months, we have requested multiple times to communicate with them directly, but these requests were not granted. As a preface, we want to emphasize that there are some great people working at Nintendo who have been advocating for the Smash community and the Smash World Tour, even if that was not reflected in Nintendo's recent actions. Likewise, we have nothing but the utmost respect for Panda's team, players, ambassadors, employees, and contractors, many of which are our friends and are truly incredible people, and to our understanding, had little to zero knowledge of the damage Panda caused behind the scenes in this past year. Oof. How we got here. Ironically, we thought there was a chance that last year's Smash World Tour Championships and the tour overall were going to be shut down. In November 2021, after the Panda Cup was first announced, Nintendo contacted us to jump on a call with a few folks on their team, including a representative from their legal team. We truly thought we might be getting shut down given the fact that they now had a licensed competing circuit and partner in Panda. Once we joined the call, we were surprised to hear just the opposite. Nintendo reached out to us to let us know that they had been watching us build over the years and wanted to see if we were interested in working with them and pursuing a license as well. They made it clear that Panda's partnership was not exclusive, and they said it had not gone unnoticed that we had not infringed on their IP regarding game modifications and had represented Nintendo's values well. They made it clear that game modifications were a primary concern in regards to coming down on events, which also made sense to us given their enforcement over the last few years in that regard. That lengthy conversation changed our perspective on Nintendo at a macro level. It was incredibly refreshing to talk to multiple senior team members and clear the air on a lot of miscommunications and misgivings in the years prior. We explained why so many in the community were hesitant to reach out to Nintendo to work together, and we truly believed Nintendo was taking a hard look at their relationship with the community and ways to get involved in a positive manner. We went into 2021's championships a lot more confident, but we were still skeptical to take what they said at face value given Nintendo's history with the community. I have a long ass doc about that too, so we'll come back to this. We specifically held off announcing 2022 Smash World Tour at that event per the request of Nintendo. The aim was to get licensed before our 2022 tour was announced and kicked off in March. During that time period of December to March, we continued our talks with Nintendo. For the first time, it felt like Nintendo was being consistently straightforward, transparent, and direct in answering our questions. We also began finalizing the details of the 2022 SVT with various tournament organizers around the world, this time with more confidence than ever. Wait, I need this thing. I'm just gonna continue to fill important bullet points in our DM's thoughts. However, we quickly found that many organizers were concerned about joining up in 2022. They told us they had been told by Alan, the CEO and co-founder of Panda, that we were going to get shut down and were not coming back in 2022. Of course, This directly contradicted our conversations with Nintendo, but we felt we could not defend ourselves properly to organizers because we felt that our conversations with Nintendo should be kept private until we had our seemingly imminent licensing deal. So we decided to approach Nintendo with this very issue directly, explaining the attempted sabotage that was going on and our inability to speak freely. Nintendo was very sympathetic to our situation and reassured us on a few counts. 1. They reminded us and reassured us that Nintendo is only looking to shut down IP infringement related to game mods, not unlicensed SVT. 2. That the Panda CEO does not represent Nintendo and that they would have to have a conversation with him about his behavior. 3. They reminded us and reassured us that Panda's license is not exclusive and that they can see the two circuits coexisting. 4. They reminded us that Nintendo's goal was not to gatekeep or trap the community, and that license guidance would be accessible and clear. This call again bolstered our confidence overall, not only in what we were building with SVT, but in Nintendo's approach and potential trajectory in working with the community long term. We're excited to invest more into that community. It was around this time as well, late January, that we submitted our license application for 2022, after working with Nintendo to best meet their specifications. Unfortunately, the attempts from Panda to undermine the SVT did not stop, as the CEO continued to tell organizers we were definitely not coming back in 2022. And if we did, we get shut down shortly after announcement. This is so bad, dude. This reads as like a B-tier mafia movie. Furthermore, organizers were told that their individual events would also be at risk if they were on the SVT. Few organizers told us this directly as the primary reason that they did not participate in the tour this year, which we completely understood. We did not want organizers to feel like it would add any risk to be on SVT, even if we believed that behind the scenes everything was okay based on what Nintendo had told us directly. Nintendo's response to our application came slowly, which did not surprise us. They reached out in March, a few days before our announcement, and we went back and forth on the feasibility of the scope, especially since the tour was global and Nintendo of America would have to coordinate with other Nintendo teams. We kept Nintendo in the loop of our announcement plans, but we understandably ran out of time for the formal license. Still, we relied on our other conversations with Nintendo and pressed forward with the 2022 tour. This caused our application to go into limbo, and that a decision could not be made at this time, since we did not have the full scope of our proposal sorted with Nintendo in advance. Again, we knew timelines were going to be difficult and that we were building something very long term. We discussed other approaches and ideas, and eventually Nintendo recommended at this stage to apply for a single event license for our December championships, which would also help get the ball rolling starting work on 2023 with a much longer lead time. Panda Cup. Holy fuck, how much is left? I think we're gonna read down to the shutdown, and then we're gonna take a short break to like get our brain back, and stuff. And then we'll read on. Because we have a lot of reading to do today. Yeah, Panda Cup. Around this same time, Panda Cup began heavily recruiting events for their circuit. CEO continued to tell organizers that we would be getting shut down shortly, and also added that any events that participated in the Panda Cup would not be allowed to be on the SVT. This exclusivity surprised us, not only because of our Nintendo conversations regarding coexisting, but also because we were not exclusive. And even back in January, we told organizers that they could be on both with zero issues from us. At first, Panda targeted events that were not on the SVT, including those who did not join because of the aforementioned warnings. A few of these events had broadcast deals with a popular tournament broadcaster beyond the summit. This will be important later. CEO of Panda wanted the broadcasting rights to be included as part of the deal of the events joining the Panda Cup, meaning that like Panda Global gets first rights on broadcasting. Most of the events refused to break their contracts, so Panda approached Beyond the Summit directly to try and get the rights released. BTS had very little motivation to give up the broadcast rights for free, so they declined to get involved, causing the CEO of Panda to escalate things quickly. We were told he made a variety of threats to Beyond the Summit, including shutting down their entire Smash operation in 2023 if they did not eventually join Panda Cup. After BTS held firm, the CEO of Panda warned that they would get Nintendo directly involved, putting broadcast rights for all tournaments in jeopardy. Dude, this Dr. Alan B character is exactly that. He's a fucking character. He's like literally that little kid you hear on like Xbox Live is like, well, my dad fucking owns Microsoft and he's gonna get you banned. Why the fuck would you do this? Especially with something as fragile as like a deal with Nintendo. Come on, say the S word. Say the S word. Say the S word. Rovan crack. Oh, there we go. They're back. God fucking damn it. Sorry. I'm done now. Thanks for moderating. But it's like, that is so wild. He's like, I'll tear this entire thing to the ground if I don't get to like hijack your broadcasting rights for free. I know you don't want to be part of the Panda Cup, but you're gonna be a part of the Panda Cup. He's like one of those bad comic villains. It's absolutely insane. In the end, most events with Beyond the Summit broadcasting contracts chose to side with Beyond the Summit and did not join the Panda Cup after all the turmoil. Thank fucking God. Beyond the Summit is some of the most fun I've had as like a viewer and enjoyer of esports. Beyond the Summit is sick, and I highly recommend. I'll put up a stream. I'll put up main stage. I'll put up main stage in the watch party. VC. Wait, did it do that the last time too? Did you like modify the text file? No, we blamed Mixer last time. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that is so good. Anyway, we'll read on. During all this, we still kept an open line of communication with Nintendo as we prepared our submission for our championship event. We also expressed our serious concern about how Panda was talking to community organizers and their lack of ethics in how they approach BTS. We felt a line had been crossed that could not be ignored. Again, we were reassured that the CEO of Panda does not speak for Nintendo, and that they are frustrated with all of the fracturing happening behind the scenes due to his behavior. So, what's probably going to happen is that all of this, like SVT is gone, at the end of this, SVT is gone, VG Bootcamp is going to be like just tiny little things on Twitch. Panda Cup is going to collapse. Nintendo is going to pull out, and they're going to like DMCA every tournament after this, probably, and then they'll have their wish of like killing Smash competitive forever. I mean, it won't die. Like, they'll fucking find a dungeon somewhere and like have it broadcast on like FM radio or something. They'll figure out a way. Like, the old Melee people will find a way to like broadcast Melee. But like, it's gonna be wild, dude. We also discussed strategy in submitting our new application for the December event, including potentially changing the name of the SVT and if that would be beneficial. We cannot get into specifics of license requirements due to our NDA with Nintendo, but again, Nintendo was very helpful in the preparation process and we were on the right track to submit again. This time with many months of lead time. We submitted our proposal on April 9th, 2022. After many events declined, Panda had no choice but to pursue events that were already on the SVT, meaning they would have to drop off the SVT mid-season to join Panda Cup. For many organizers, this was a deal breaker as they saw no reason that their event could not have points count towards both circuits. They were also concerned that more fracturing could occur. At this point, Panda Cup was not left with many events for their circuit. However, at some point in April, the exclusivity rule changed and events became eligible to be both on the Smash World Tour and the Panda Cup. Additionally, multiple events were then issued Nintendo licenses very quickly after the events were publicly announced. This caught us by surprise because we were repeatedly told by Nintendo that this was not possible. All of these instances were a great demonstration of the rules for thee but not for me umbrella we felt we were under. Panda Cup was finally announced on May 26, 2022. Our communication slowed down dramatically with Nintendo, since at this point all we were waiting for were the next steps regarding our December championships and beginning talks for the 2023 SVT. Nintendo was very slow to respond to our many bumps, even though they were aware that we submitted in early April with the intention of announcing the event in July. Given more than enough time for a decision, or a discussion on next steps using the timeframes they provided us. We continued to push back the announcement for the championships in the hopes that following Nintendo's directives would help our relationship in planning for 2023. After no response for months, we felt we had no choice but to announce the championships in August. Nintendo finally responded and mentioned another event that had their team incredibly busy, which is why there were delays. They were very apologetic for the long silence and said that they completely understood that we had to announce. They mentioned that discussions have been much slower than expected and that there had not been any decision yet. After continued delays in communication, we finally reconvened with Nintendo at the end of September, nearly 4 months after our submission. Nintendo once again reassured us nothing had been decided yet and apologized for how long the process had taken. They also reminded us that the Panda Cup execution, relationship, and the behavior of the CEO were all under evaluation, and it created a very complex situation which Nintendo could not react to quickly. We raised concerns from organizers who were concerned about Panda being involved next year, as well as the future of SVT. We offered to sit down with whoever else it may be beneficial to talk to, since there are many decision makers involved at Nintendo, many of which do not have full context and may see us as the guys who announced without a license. Nintendo said things were getting out of hand regarding the timeline and that they will try to get the conversation progressing again. We were frustrated, but we still had no concerns about operating the SVT. Just about whether we'd be able to obtain a license and actively work with Nintendo on building in the community. We press on. They're shut down. We were not able to reconvene with Nintendo again until November, nearly 7 months after our application submission. At this point, we were only 1 month out from the championships, and we pressed Nintendo a bit harder on how things were progressing. They said it had been a very complex issue navigating the planning for commercial licensing, but they were very empathetic to us feeling backburned, especially given the context of Panda Cup's messy inception and execution. Nintendo told us that there are many decision makers involved and some have been advocating very hard for the community, the SVT, and the importance of the relationship to grassroots organizers. We again requested an opportunity to potentially meet with some of the other decision makers. We were worried that they did not know the full context of what had taken place this year. Nintendo said that they will see what they can do and we should continue to meet regularly to discuss future planning. Finally, last Wednesday evening, November 23rd, we had our most recent call with Nintendo. Our Nintendo rep opened by letting us know that they are being asked to deliver the news that going forward, Nintendo expects us to only operate with a commercial license, and that we would not be granted one for the upcoming championships, or any activity in 2023. We received this in writing as well. That's important. That's important for a point I'll make later. We asked if they could clarify the reasoning for their decision. Initially, Nintendo gave us a reason that seemed to be misinformed, and we pushed back to ask for more details. Nintendo said they were unable to give any specifics and had to speak in generalities moving forward. This was very frustrating given everything we had been told all year regarding accessibility and transparency in requests. It felt as though Nintendo simply did not want the SVT to continue to exist. At this point, we now felt we had been strung along this entire time. As a last-ditch effort, we asked if we could continue running the championships and tour next year without a license, and shift our focus to working with them in 2024. We alluded to how the last year functioned in that capacity, with the mutual understanding that we would not get shut down and focus on the future. We were told directly that those times were now over. This was the final nail in the coffin given our very particular relationship with Nintendo. This is when we realized it truly was all being shut down for real. We asked if they understood the waves that would be made if they were forced to cancel, and Nintendo communicated that they were indeed aware. But they don't give a shit. Pokemon sold 10 million copies in 3 days. It's the fastest selling Pokemon game of all time. They don't give a shit about a grassroots tournament, like Umbrella tournament, being shut down. They don't give a shit. They haven't gained anything from VG Bootcamp existing for 20 years. Well, in their eyes, they haven't gained anything from that. I'm gonna tell you with 100% certainty that Smash Competitive is the only reason I own Smash. And it's like that for a lot of other people I know as well. They only own Smash because of Smash Competitive. Man, I hope Project L is good. Fuck, dude. Since this took place the night before Thanksgiving, it was incredibly difficult to process this completely unexpected bombshell, and we've been working around the clock ever since. Once again, we want to apologize to every single person affected by this, including the players, staff, contractors, organizers, and fans. We also apologize for any of those who we could not communicate with these past few days. As you can imagine, this was an enormous decision that was not taken lightly, and we had a lot to prepare to get everything sorted. We did not want to risk any premature leaks. We worked to get this statement out as quickly as possible, and we will be in touch with all staff, contractors, and attendees regarding refunds, helping with travel arrangement changes, etc. Conclusion. To reiterate, we are incredibly devastated that any of this happened, and given the trajectory of Nintendo, we're truly hopeful that significant positive change was inbound. However, the way the last few weeks have unfolded, we are incredibly worried that all of that progress has been abruptly reversed. We understand that we're taking a massive risk by even sharing all of the above details. Our goal is not to burn bridges or to make an expose on Nintendo. This is truly an open letter. We genuinely are unsure of how much Nintendo is aware. And we are hoping that they will reconsider their approach to the grassroots community. We all love this community so much and have tried to represent Nintendo well as we share that love with millions of fans worldwide. Nintendo originally communicated that their goals were to make both community and commercial licensing accessible and transparent in regards to requirements, like many other game publishers, and to not function as a deterrent to tournament organizers. They also made it clear that their goal was to not shut anything down unless violations were made against IP, utilizing game modifications and things of that nature. Now it has reverted back to being very secretive with no clear guidance and a willingness to abruptly shut down community efforts, even after giving many indications that would not happen. To close, we ask that Nintendo reconsiders how it is currently proceeding with their relationship with the Smash community, as well as its partners. We are always open to continuing the conversation, and we hope we can be a part of the solution. Smash World Tour. Ah! I hate this. I hate everything about this. So, the main thing here, Panda Cup and CEO Dr. Allen seem to be the ones pressuring out SVT, doing so through Nintendo. On the other hand, it also looks like Nintendo, who has like, here is how this has functioned for like the past 30 years or so. Nintendo does their shit over here, and the Smash community doesn't go over there. Smash community does their shit over here, and Nintendo doesn't go over here. And that's how it's functioned. The only time they show up to like do something bad is whenever, you know, the Smash community does something cool to get main stage at Evo, or, you know, stuff like that. But from what I can tell, Nintendo has a history of burning everything to the ground. We'll get back to that, because like a lot of documents and situations have been leaked. But, okay, so far, this is the text. This is the official text from SVT regarding the shutdown of Smash World Tour. 2 weeks! 2 weeks! Before Smash World Tour main event. They got 3 weeks total to get this announcement out to everyone who potentially was gonna be here. Like, there are people who have like spent all their savings and like their life, their immediate life, like not their like full life, but like their immediate short-term foreseeable future is fucking ruined because of this. Because a thing to point out here, is that the Panda Cup, where do you even read about the Panda Cup? Panda Cup. Yeah, the Panda Cup is supposed to be the weekend after. So I think SVT was supposed to, wait, do they have Smash World Tour? I have so many tabs, dude. Smash World Tour championships were supposed to be in Texas. Um, 2 weeks from now, December 9th through the 11th. Smash World Tour has had like all these grassroots small things like Double Down, Low Tide, fucking everything. They've had Ultra Hard, which is a wonderful name, Pound, Double Down, Phantom, Super Smash Con was suddenly back. Glitch was back. Viva La Smash. Fuck, when was Low Tide? Justy. Get on my level. Like, all of these are like old as shit tournaments that has existed since forever. Like a bunch of these have existed since like, well, at least for the last 10 years where I've been following it on and off. And it's been like, and it's like a $250,000 total tournament. So there's been all these like smaller tournaments with their own prize pools, and then at the end of it, everyone who qualified gets to compete for like a $250,000 prize pool. It's huge in Smash. That's like that's like the placers bonus in ESL. But you know, for Smash, it's massive. It's fucking huge. And it's being fucking destroyed by some dipshit new kid on the block that managed to like raggedy tag pull together 100k for their prize pool. So I think, therefore I am. No, I think that partially some of the reason that Panda Cup is being taken offline. Chat? Has YouTube crashed for anyone else? Hello? Still here? Okay, there we go. I guess too many tabs just broke the thing, which is fair, I guess. But yeah, that is. Oh, that is not the thing I wanted to close down. That's the main document. I'll post it in chat if you wanna. If there's something you wanna go over. There you go. If you want to pick at it while I go grab a smoke and like move around a little bit and like trying to like calm myself so I don't have a meltdown over this. We'll come back to that. The update. So they post this like massive document. Nintendo replies. They reply, unfortunately, after continuous conversation with SVT and after giving the same deep consideration we applied to any potential partner, we were unable to come to an agreement with SVT for a full circuit in 2023. Nintendo did not request any change to or cancellation of remaining events in 2022, including the 2022 championship event, considering the negative impact on the players who were already planning to participate. That's supposedly, allegedly, that's what's going on. You have the clip from the Kotaku article. You have the official SVT statement. I'm gonna go grab a smoke. Y'all are gonna like pick at that or whatever. Listen to the music. Then we're gonna come back. Rovan, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Because we have shit to go through. We have so much. We're like wading through fucking septic tanks today. That's what we're doing. We're like absolutely digging through all the shit. I don't know if there will be time to play any games when I'm done. I might just be done and like go to bed and be mad. But we'll see. Right now I'm gonna go grab a smoke. See y'all in just a little bit. Oi! We back. We got shit to talk about. We got so much shit to talk about. I'm mad about it. Did I never turn up my music? That's cool of me. That sounds like a me thing to do, doesn't it? Anyway, back to the face. The floaty face. Okay. So the last thing we did was we looked at... Stayed at a decent level. Yeah, you can turn it up, I guess. I don't care. Chat, you'll figure it out. Last thing we read was a statement from Nintendo, posted by Kotaku, that says, unfortunately, after continuous conversations with SVT and after giving the same deep consideration we apply to any potential partner, we were unable to come to an agreement with SVT for a full circuit in 2023. Nintendo did not request any changes to or cancellation of remaining events in 2022, including the 2022 Championship event, considering the negative impact on the players who were already planning to participate. That's where we're at. Main allegation from SVT and a reply from Nintendo. There are some other interesting things. Mainly, history with the community. And their statements around and this. Few of these events had broadcast deals with popular tournament broadcaster Beyond the Summit. CEO of Panda wanted broadcasting rights to be included as part of the deal of the events joining Panda Cup. BTS had very little motivation to give up the broadcasting rights for free, so they declined to get involved, causing CEO of Panda to escalate things quickly. One of the co-founders of Beyond the Summit has spoken out on this. And I think that for clarity's sake, we should go through that now. And then look at the... No, we should not do that. We should read the statement by VG Bootcamp, then the thing from LDeep, then the follow-up from SVT, then the allegations, the anonymous posted allegations from anonymous tournament organizers that documents the history Nintendo has of shutting down things and the way they shut down things. That's what we're going to do. So, VG Bootcamp. Uncertainty regarding VG Bootcamp's future. It is with much regret that we announce that we must cancel the upcoming major VGBC Smash events. Glitch, Duel of Fates, and Double Down 2023. Level Up Expo will still be running all of their tournaments, and we encourage you all to go show them support. We'll have more details in the coming days, but we need to make an announcement as soon as possible. At the moment, our future is uncertain in regards to running major tournaments, but as of right now, based on our recent communications with Nintendo, we would be putting ourselves at further risk if we continue forward with our current plans. We're hopeful that this does not mean We will not be running major events in 2023, just that our future is currently uncertain. So VG Bootcamp is among the people behind SVT. It has honestly been difficult to even gather our thoughts and put them into words. We've been racing around the clock to get our business in order and figure out our future plans while also rushing to get this statement out in a timely manner. We're currently navigating budget cuts, internal communications with our team and partners, commitments and contracts, as well as sponsorship negotiations that will inevitably be affected by all of this. We want to apologize to everyone who this negatively affects, our team, partners, the players who've registered and planned their schedule around our events, just everyone. To everyone we couldn't tell in advance, we also want to apologize to you. We had to get this out as soon as possible, and especially with the holiday weekend, we had minimal time to do anything else or communicate with anyone. Be totally transparent, we're still figuring out what we're going to do, but much of it is up in the air. We're hopeful things will turn around, but we will keep everyone in the loop if any events statuses change. VG Bootcamp. So, VG Bootcamp runs Double Down, which is one of the longest running tournaments in Smash history. Double Down has existed, I believe, 10 years? Could be more. Let's see if we can find some information about Double Down Smash. Double Down is a name that has existed, but it looks like it's new under VG Bootcamp. Am I thinking about a different thing? I don't know. But there is a bunch of things I can't fucking find, so... But I recognize the name. I don't know. Is it Level Up Expo I'm thinking of? But they're independent, so they shouldn't be. They've never run any. Things. I don't know. My details apparently might be fuzzy as fuck, which is fine. Honestly, I'm surprised I'm not messing up more stuff, considering that I spent like 7 or 8 hours last night wading through the shits here. So yeah, that is VG Bootcamp's statement. L-Deep. Alan spent several months basically running a protection racket, telling tournament organizers, including BTS, it'd be a shame if your events got shut down for being unlicensed, in an effort to scare them into signing into the cup. BTS will absolutely never participate in a circuit led by Alan. VG Bootcamp has been a pillar of the Smash community for over a decade, and as a fellow tournament organizer, it is absolutely gut-wrenching to see that SVT get rug pulled basically a week before their biggest event ever. Damage is enormous, and we urge Nintendo to listen to the community and reevaluate their relationship with Panda Cup and Allen going forward. Top comment, and finally, loved all the smashers affected by today's news. Then quote tweets a Beyond the Summit announcement that in light of today's SVT news, we are reopening bracket registration for main stage until 6 p.m. PST tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, so today, November 30th. All venue fees received between now and the deadline will be paid to SVT. And finally, anyone registered for SVT and hasn't yet registered for main stage will be eligible for free venue this weekend. Fill out this form by the deadline if you want to play bracket, or present your receipt in person if you want to spectate. Summit main stage this weekend is going to be huge. So that's where we're at with this. Top comment is an account called Playful Piano. This is you confirming that the statements made by SVT/VGBC about Panda's interference in majors correct. Want to make sure this is a clear confirmation. LD responds with, yeah, I can confirm their statement about our experience with Panda is accurate. We reviewed it in advance. Damn. It is so bad. Anyway, while all of this was playing out, not like anyway brushing over, but like changing gears a little bit, just to be clear. While all of this was playing out, Kotaku wrote the article, and we got an update from Nintendo that I've posted in chat. It's that link. After continuous conversation with SVT, after giving same deep consideration we applied to any potential partner, we were unable to come to an agreement with SVT for a full circuit in 2023. That's important. 2023 is important. Also, Nintendo did not request any changes to or cancellation of remaining events in 2022. Also important. Smash World Tour follow-up statement. We did not expect to have to address this, but Nintendo's response via Kotaku has been brought to our attention. Unfortunately, after current continuous conversations with blah blah, the thing we just read, we are unsure why they're taking this angle, especially in light of the greater statement that and all that it contains. To reiterate from the official statement linked below, as a last ditch effort, we asked if we could continue running the championship and the tour next year without a license and shift our focus to working with them in 2024. We alluded to how the last year functioned in that capacity, with a mutual understanding that we would not get shut down and focus on the future. We were told directly that those times were now over. This was the final nail in the coffin, given our very particular relationship with Nintendo. This is when we realized it truly was all being shut down for real. We asked if they understood the waves that would be made if we were forced to cancel, and Nintendo communicated that they were indeed aware. To be clear, we asked Nintendo multiple times if they had considered the implications of cancelling the championships as well as next year's tour. They affirmed that they had considered all variables. We received this statement in writing from Nintendo shortly after our call. It is Nintendo's expectation that an approved license be secured in order to operate any commercial activity featuring Nintendo IP. It is also expected to secure such a license well in advance of any public announcement. After further review, we found that Smash World Tour has not met these expectations around health and safety guidelines and has not adhered to our internal partner guidelines. Nintendo will not be able to grant a license for Smash World Tour Championship 2022 or any Smash World Tour activity in 2023. Y'all hearing something wrong here? Well, also apparently they hadn't met expectations around health and safety guidelines, which is a big oopsie. So I don't know if they meant to post that bit, because that sounds like SVT is partially at fault here. But they had not adhered to Nintendo's internal partner guidelines. What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, they have in their communications, in SVT's communications with Nintendo, they were like, yo, let's not do 2023. Let us run unlicensed, and we can spend all of 2023 like figuring out everything you want from us and all this stuff. For 2024. And then Nintendo is like, Nintendo will not be able to grant a license for Smash World Championship 2022 or any Smash World Tour activity in 2023. They also... A problem here is that because Nintendo have like a legal team the size of fucking Nebraska, they did all their threats and like all their official shutdown things, they did those per phone. So it's all gonna be like he said, she said. The thing they give in writing is that they can't grant license. So, smart people. Gotta give him that. We'll read further. To be clear, we did not even submit an application for 2023 yet. License application was for the 2022 championships, submitted in April. Nintendo included all 2023 activity. Nintendo including all 2023 activity was an addition we were not even expecting. In our call that accompanied this statement, we asked multiple times if we would be able to continue to operate without a license as we had in years past, with the same unofficial understanding with Nintendo. We were told point blank that those times are over. They followed up the call with their statement in writing, again confirming both 2022 championships and all 2023 activity were in the exact same boat. Now, I don't know what kind of health and safety stuff health and safety guidelines they didn't meet. We haven't seen these documents because of course they're under NDA. But I feel like so here's the thing. Like, just to sum up where we are for anyone who's lost. SVT shut down championships 2 weeks before championships because Nintendo threatened them with like a cease and desist. Kotaku picks up the statement, makes an article, reaches out to Nintendo. Nintendo says, we never did that. SVT doubles down. Says that in a call with Nintendo, they were made aware that it was made abundantly clear that any tournament ran without a commercial license, including the championships, would not be a thing. It's interesting that they ban all. It's interesting that Nintendo is like preemptively not granting a license for SVT 2023 when they've like clearly stated that they're not looking for a license for 2023, but instead asked if they could run unofficial like they've always done, and then like use 2023 to like onboard for a properly licensed tournament 2024. They also make it sound like it is also expected to secure such a license well in advance of any public announcement. The championships were announced in August, like the final tour date and like location and everything was announced in August, and they applied for a commercial license in April. That's a long ass time to not give an answer. That's a really long time to not give an answer. But also, they're writing Nintendo's expectation that an approved license be secured in order to operate any commercial activity featuring Nintendo IP is directly contradictory to their statement to Kotaku, which says Nintendo did not request any changes to or cancellation of remaining events in 2022. But I don't know what kind of health and safety guidelines they haven't met. I know that at one SVT event, someone managed to like sneak in who was banned from the event. I don't know if that is a factor that plays into this. I couldn't tell you. Because, like, bad actors are everywhere. There are bad actors everywhere. So I'm like, I'm not really that surprised if someone like manages to sneak into an event at some point. There's probably been stuff like oopsies happen, so I don't think that alone would be enough. As far as like health and safety guidelines, they've been following like pretty strict COVID rules. So I don't know. These are both very in this follow-up document. I'll put it in chat if you want to read it yourself. Maybe I missed something that is key. This follow-up document is really interesting. But also, here's a pro tip for anyone who was like thinking of going to war with a major business. If you have shit in writing, post logs, post everything. I mean everything. Post the email it was attached to, post the attachment, post who they CC'd internally, post everything. Like, if you get such a strict statement from a company that you have no other choice but to like fuck off and like ruin people's lives, post logs. Post logs. We still have no replies. We have no official statement from Panda Cup, from Panda Global, or from Dr. Allen. So that's a thing. We have nothing about this. We have nothing from Panda's side yet. But also, they have their license. They don't have to say anything. All they have to do is be like, run their Smash circuit. Also, I'ma just say it, the Panda circuit sucks ass because it's NA only. SVT started in fucking Qatar or something and went over the entire world, and anyone, like big or small, could get their tournament. Like, I could have set up a locals here and have it be officially part of SVT. It wouldn't be a lot of points. It would probably be like 1 or 2 like bronze level points, but I could do that. That was like one of the things that was really cool about the SVT. SVT's point system was dope. You could register your locals. Someone someone pointed out Jacob Wolf formerly of ESPN, does some personal writing now. Posts. What I don't understand here from VGBC is it is also expected to secure such a license well in advance of any public announcement. Reasonable request from Nintendo, honestly. VG Bootcamp applied for a license in April. They launched the 2022 Smash World Tour in March. I believe their original statement said that the championship wasn't publicly announced until August, after getting no response for their licensing application in April for that specific event. Not true. Check the video from March. Final event was announced in it, just not location. This is between Hugs. Old as shit player, like pro melee player. This is back and forth between Hugs and Jacob Wolf. Not true though. Check the video from March. Finale event was announced in it. Will it load? Hello? I would like to watch on YouTube, please. No? Dude, is YouTube like super busted or something? Please don't like leave the stream to figure this out. Not sure I understand then either, but either way, Nintendo allowed events to be licensed after their announcement in other cases. So this being the reason that is applied just to SVT's cancellation doesn't exactly have me siding with Nintendo, lol. That's from Hugs. Then Jacob Wolf. We have a couple more of these. Yeah, I'm not arguing that Nintendo is being just. They aren't. Smash Esports is relatively meaningless to their business, so they spend very little time on it. I just think it unwise to launch a circuit without a license. It's sort of like daring them to act, and they did. Everyone knew that was the risk going in, especially VGBC. It's the way that N handled their relationship, leading them on in feeling like a licensing deal was materializing, only to yoink it away on Thanksgiving Eve with little explanation. That's what makes this sinister. On that, you and I agree. Nintendo is not fair, and they do not care about community sentiment. True! But and then someone else goes into this, but they didn't yank anything away. According to VGBC, they had already been denied the license for the tour and needed a single event license. By that point, they had violated Nintendo's guideline on public announcements and got denied based on that action. Not true! Not true! So not true! Eat shit! Ah! We just read through all of this, chat. You have brain cells. Like, at least collectively a couple. We just read through this. They tried to get a license for the full thing. Nintendo didn't respond. They announced the thing. Then Nintendo responded, saying they can't get a license for the entire tour. But they can get a license for single events. It's in here. Fucking read. It's not that difficult. If I can do it, so can you. I'm fucking dyslexic, and I've still managed to, like, piece this together. Eat shit. The entirety of Twitter comments. Ah! Dude, I'm mad about it, dude. That's what I am. Fucking mad about it. Dude, imagine getting called out for glitches by crucial memory. Anyway. Wait, so... I think YouTube is fucky, honestly. I think that's what's happening. I think that's why I can't. Yeah, that could be a browser issue, though. Smash World Tour. Was it on VG Bootcamp? Smash World Tour. I want to see like the full presentation announcement video. That's the one I want to find.
These events will offer the best chance possible for competitors to earn points across the tour. Silver tier tournaments are opt-in events that allow tournament organizers to independently have their events contribute to the Smash World Tour and allow
Can
their
you all
local
hear this?
player base and attendees to earn points throughout the year. This year, we are very excited to welcome local and regional events from all over the world. As we mentioned, this year we are also introducing the Super Silver tier to Smash World Tour. Like silver events, these are added to the tour via our opt-in system. However, these events will be granted a much higher point allowance as recognition for their significance. We understand that some events out there can end up being much larger than anyone expected. We want to reward opt-in events that do end up going above and beyond by highlighting them in this way. Your standing in the tour will be determined by your best placements throughout all tiers of events. Players are ranked in the standings by the following: your best 3 Platinum Tournament results, your best 3 Gold Tournament results, your best Super Silver result, and your best 6 Silver Tournament results. The silver point thresholds shown here are for North American Ultimate events. This will vary based on region and game. You can find the full breakdown in our rule set document. The 2022 Smash World Tour will run from March 12th to November 20th. At the end of the season, 30 players in the standings will qualify for the championships for both Melee and Ultimate. The top scoring player from each region will each advance automatically, while the remaining of the 30 will be determined by the overall standings leaderboard. The final 2 slots will go to the winners of the Last Chance Qualifier, an open entry tournament taking place at the Smash World Tour Championships in December. And finally, we are proud to announce that
Okay, eat shit. That is not an announcement of an event. I do not agree that that qualifies as an.
the final 2 slots will go to the winners of the Last Chance Qualifier, an open entry tournament taking place at the Smash World Tour Championships in December. And finally, we are proud to announce that the 2022 Smash World Tour will feature $250,000 in prizes this December 10th weekend. This is just the beginning.
There
we
we
will
have
have more details coming soon on how that number will rise. If you have any questions whatsoever about the rules, format, or how to compete, be sure to head on over to Smash World Tour.
That is vague as shit, though. Like, considering this, an announcement of the event. No venue announced, no nothing. No, I do not agree. This is not good enough. This is not good enough to not qualify for a license. No shot. That is like me saying that sometime in the future, whenever my channel finally explodes, I want to like run a tournament weekend and be denied licensing 10 years from now because I said that today. Ah! What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna have stroke, I swear. But don't worry, we're not like through the worst bits yet. There's still to come. There is more, and it's worse. It's way worse. But no, this does not hold. Fuck. Nintendo, eat shit. That is no. If people don't know where they're going, oh yeah, for sure. But if people don't know where they're going, they can't buy tickets. They can't register for the event. They can't register for other events at the venue. They don't know where it's being held. That is not an announcement of an event. No. This is not an announcement of an event. This is announcement of a circuit, and that they're hoping to be done. They're hoping for no things to crash with this. This is like fucking double starred. They don't know if they can even run this on these dates. Stop. Also in the timeline, they have already applied for a full circuit license. Yeah, that's fine. Did you change the entire thing to just blame Panda? No. It also blames Nintendo. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so no, I do not agree. I do not agree with this. When they're told after, like, they're told in April that they can't get a license for the full tournament or for the full tour, but they can get a license for individual events. Problem. So you can see, like, down there, the corner, fucking down there, like past my name, all the way down into the other corner. This is 5 minutes into this video. Wanna guess what the rest of this does? Virtuosity. This is the first event. Ultra Hard, which is a wonderful name. Pound. Battle Gateway. It announces a bunch of cool tournaments that are about to happen. But, like, these are happening regardless, right? Battle of BC. Colossal. They're in fucking France. Get on my level. Canada. Double Down. Phantom. Australia. Whatever the fuck this thing says. UK. Smash Factor 9. Super Smash Con, which has already existed for like 100 years or something. This is 200 plus setup. It is so wild. This is a rise and grind, yeah. Why can't you, like, just give me the thing? Texas. They're everywhere. South Korea. Glitch. First attack. Fucking Puerto Rico. France. Like, this is the coolest fucking thing. Austria. They managed to set up a thing for the entire planet. And somehow Panda Cup, which is like marketed, and like, this is a thing that annoys me to no fucking end. Anything that exists in North America doesn't understand that there is stuff outside of North America. It's fucking wild. They're like, Panda Global does the Panda Cup, and they're like, we're gonna be the biggest fucking Smash tournament in the world. Asterisk. Tournament locations are only in the USA. Like, what? These people were fucking everywhere. This thing, Vienna. It's a fucking 13-hour drive from where I'm sitting. I could have been there in 13 hours if I wanted to. France, 14-15 hours away. UK will need a boat. But can still get there within a day and like mostly driving. It takes a full fucking day. So, maybe. Because VG Bootcamp is in the US, they have to talk to Nintendo of America. But in theory, be part of the talks breakdowns. No. So this is where the fun begins, and I so hope you can have like half an ear on this during the work meeting, because this is so fucked up on so many levels. We have a dock have a document. Let's see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I retweeted it. Smash Anonymous. Dude, you know something is fucked up when Leffen is speaking like sense. Anonymous Smasher was an account that posted how Nintendo has hurt the Smash community in November last 2 years ago. But this is like important data for now. It's a twit longer. So this was published just after Big House was shut down for running online tournaments. This was written months prior to Nintendo sending a cease and desist to Big House. It was not written with that context in mind. This is being released anonymously for obvious reasons. Again, I want to state that I'm not a journalist. I'm writing what I'm writing. Oh, are we back? I'm wondering if I'm having internet issues today. Because like everything is a little iffy. Hello? Yeah, I think we never DC'd. That's okay. What I'm writing below is directly from what I've been told by the individuals who work at these companies or are deeply familiar with the business dealings of these companies by the nature of their position in esports. Did not obtain emails, contracts, or documents to verify their claims, merely trusting their word. If a journalist wants to take it to the next level to check everything, I would encourage it. Also want to point out that what I write below does not include Melee. Most of what I'm about to describe applies to Smash 4 Ultimate, even Brawl as well. All Smash scenes have been held back by Nintendo's actions. Writing this for the purpose of making the community at large aware of things that I and many other members of the community have been aware of for years, but we were simply unwilling to talk about publicly because of the hope that Nintendo would make something happen. That hope is pretty much gone for me now, so I feel completely okay with sharing what I know. For the longest time, it's been known that Nintendo has wanted to avoid supporting the Smash esports scene in a way that helps us grow past the grassroots level. Nintendo is this entity that, for cultural or financial reasons, has simply chosen not to get involved in esports with Smash. At least not on the level that publishers get involved in most major esports. We've heard quotes from top executives at Nintendo many times about their disinterest in competitive gaming. We accept this because it is their intellectual property and they have whatever vision they see fit for it. However, Nintendo's stance feels less innocent when you understand that they also deliberately prevent other entities from helping our scene through various actions or inaction. Furthermore, these actions have gone on while stamping their names on our grassroots events or inviting a few of our personalities to their events. We regularly get a smidgen of hope that they're taking steps in the right direction, but no significant changes ever take place. They directly benefit from our community's existence while providing relatively little support and taking actions that hurt our scene. This note is written to shed light on the different ways Nintendo has stopped the scene from growing as part of this community. You deserve to know what many top players and influencers in the Smash scene have known for years. Only reason I speak on this now is because I feel we're now at the point where we have nothing to lose. In the past, we'd be afraid to speak publicly because there was some hope that we were so close to having a real esports relationship with Nintendo, only to have that opportunity consistently slip away. Third-party entities have attempted to work with Smash. There are several entities that have attempted to work with Nintendo to create events for Melee, Smash 4, and Ultimate. Following are just some of the bigger esports entities that were brought up to me. E-League, the organization that has brought Counter-Strike, Street Fighter, and many other games to ESPN, had attempted to throw a large event for Smash. In the end, they only got rights to rebroadcast the E3 Ultimate Invitational. My source explained to me that the rebroadcast rights served mostly as a consolation from Nintendo, as Nintendo wasn't cooperating on allowing them to run a more meaningful Smash event. HTC. After HTC Throwdown, a successfully capped one-day event ran by HTC Esports, they had an interest in running a Smash circuit with more money than we had ever seen in Smash. However, because of an official Nintendo/Twitch circuit was just about finalized, HTC was asked to instead aim to sponsor the main circuit rather than run a competing circuit. Thus, HTC backed out on running this circuit under the expectation that a Twitch/Nintendo circuit would come to fruition. As we now know, this circuit never came to be, as I will discuss in the Twitch section below. ESL made an attempt to work with Nintendo to run its own circuit/league, but Nintendo was largely unresponsive. They tried to make meaningful contact with the company, prepared decks to sell the idea, but it couldn't go anywhere as Nintendo would not respond. I think it's interesting to note that Nintendo was willing to have Splatoon on ESL. To me, this shows Nintendo will support scenes that don't thrive on their own, like Splatoon and ARMS. But they won't touch Smash because they can hang back and reap the benefits that we create as a grassroots community, essentially letting us do all the work while doing nothing to help us get bigger. MLG, back in 2015, MLG held an event with Melee and later with Smash 4. According to my source, MLG did not continue working with Smash Melee after MLG Anaheim in 2015 because Nintendo wanted to charge $50,000 in licensing fees per event, over double the asking rate for Street Fighter 4, much more modern game at the time. This practice to me seemed like a way to effectively shut down Melee at MLG without directly preventing them from running it. I also assumed that this fee would be charged and no real support would be provided by Nintendo, as has been the case with some of our grassroots events. There have been other incidents relating to MLG that have been spoken of publicly by former employees and insiders, such as the fact that Nintendo denied MLG the rights to stream Brawl in 2010, that Nintendo denied ESA from televising the Smash portion of their events in 2006, and the following quote from Sundance: "We of course know that Smash community is just as excited as we are to follow the tournament and see who makes their mark on the biggest stage in gaming, and we're committed to doing everything we can to make our coverage of the tournament as comprehensive as possible. However, I'm sorry to say that we'll not be able to have a live stream for Smash in Orlando this weekend. In order to stream something like this, we have to secure live streaming rights from the game's publisher, and despite our best efforts, we have not been able to get permission from Nintendo thus far. We keep the conversation going all the way to the wire in hopes that we'd get an 11th hour approval and could still stream the event, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Now, this is disappointing news, and believe me, we don't like it either. There is just no way around it. A company of our size simply has to play by the rules. Know a lot of you guys have seen local Smash tournaments streamed online and are probably wondering why we can't just do the same. The answer is because we're a real company with real visibility and real things to lose. We can't fly under a radar like a local tournament can, nor would we want to. While the MLG era is a very long time ago, The impact of those decisions hit the scene the most at a point where it was just starting to thrive, and would effectively shut us down had it not been for our revival in 2013 due to Evo / the documentary. The documentary is great. Fucking go watch that thing. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's free to watch. It's like 7 parts. Red Bull. Initially, it was Red Bull, Twitch, and Nintendo in talks to start a circuit similar to Red Bull Proving Grounds for Smash. A circuit where monthly tournaments would take place across cities in the US, and at the end of the season, the top players from each locale would come to compete in the championship event. Red Bull did much of the legwork to get it to launch, but it was Red Bull that was effectively cut from the conversations and deal altogether. Twitch, and a later removed Red Bull, had been in negotiations with Nintendo to run a sanctioned circuit for Smash, including Smash 4 and Melee, starting around 2015. Twitch was fronting the cost of this deal with a budget in the millions per year, while Nintendo would own the League brand despite their lack of financial contribution. During this time, it seemed like Twitch was always close, only to have conversations left without a response from Nintendo for months, thus delaying the process. Eventually, around early 2018, after 3 years of man hours and efforts to appease Nintendo, the parties came to an agreement. This wasn't just a verbal agreement or an agreement made in good faith. It was a written contractual agreement meant to kick off the circuit for both Melee and Smash 4. This would have been the moment that legitimized Melee and Smash 4 as a major esport. For years, we had the viewership, the engagement, and the fan base to say that we were a top esport, but we lacked official sanctioning from our developer. Now, after years of manpower, money, and stress in dealing with Nintendo, we got a written agreement to start a circuit. So what happened? Unbeknownst to anyone, Nintendo had plans to announce Smash Ultimate in 2018. Nintendo began ghosting those working at Twitch even after the agreement was made. Then once Ultimate was announced, Nintendo came back to Twitch and effectively stated that the circuit no longer made sense with Ultimate in sight. They told Twitch they wanted to see how the community responded to Ultimate and see if getting involved in esports this way would make sense once the game was released. Twitch was effectively told they'd have to wait again, and that conversations may be revived later in the year when Ultimate came out. So, another close call, another year of delay, and no guarantee that they would make anything work once Ultimate was out. It's been a while since Ultimate's release with no news in sight of a circuit. As far as I've been made aware, those talks of a circuit are completely dead. Personal comments on the entities above. According to my source, the entities mentioned above, every single one of them have attempted to work with Nintendo while fronting all of the cost. In other words, they attempted to work with Nintendo without asking for a dime from them. All they seek is permission. This is not normal practice. Typically, developers front some of the money themselves for a chance to run a circuit with companies like Red Bull and Twitch. In this instance, we have Twitch and Red Bull willing to put down a lot of money to run a circuit, and still hardly anything comes from Nintendo. Another thing to note is that the people who have put years and countless hours into making this work with Nintendo also worked on making circuits happen for Tekken, Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Street Fighter. Circuits for those games came to fruition within months. Negotiations were much more simple, yet with Nintendo and Smash, the process has taken over 5 years and counting. At a certain point, it becomes clear that Nintendo doesn't want Smash esports to happen, but they allow people to think it will. If you'll allow me, I'd like to give my personal thoughts on what this all means. Nintendo knows that there is a benefit in keeping the scene hopeful while never shutting us down completely. Think about it. If Nintendo really had such a problem with Smash esports, they would shut it down. Likewise, if Nintendo really wanted us to succeed, they could just apply their incredible resources to make it happen. Have some thoughts on why neither outcome and why we get neither outcome and why Nintendo remains conveniently uncommitted to either scenario. Shutting us down completely would be very bad publicity. At this point, we as a community have enough of a voice to influence the actions of major corporations, including Nintendo. It's a marvel of the internet. They famously reversed their reprehensible decision to shut down Melee stream at EVO 2013 after we raised close to $100,000 to fight breast cancer. We caused a ruckus on the internet, and 5 hours later, we were back on stream at EVO. Yeah, they tried to shut down Melee on main stage after EVO ran I think it was 4 weekends or something. First weekend, people voted. So they did a bracket tournament. First weekend, there was 8 games. Then there was 4 games. Then there was 2 games. Whatever. 6 game. 16, 8, something. And then the final weekend, there was 2 left. It was Skullgirls and Smash for the final main stage event. What they had to do was raise the most money. Everyone in the Smash scene hopped on their live streams. People made Twitch accounts just to run streams to get everyone who followed them on Twitter or knew who they were to donate money to breast cancer. And they completely washed this tournament. And then Nintendo was like, no. You do not get to run Melee on main stage EVO. And then there was 1,000 articles posted at the same time within 5 hours. And then Nintendo came back and was like, you may... I think maybe Melee at EVO isn't such a bad idea. And then after that, it was the most viewed thing. I believe that weekend, Melee 2013, was the biggest viewership that EVO had ever. But with the exception of other Smash main stage. And then, as we know, Nintendo pulled Smash from EVO this year. They're now closing down SVT. They're probably gonna back out of their deal with Panda Global, and then there's nothing left. So I have my theories, but we're gonna read on. The effects of that moment ring out today. We're way bigger now. They know how loud our voices are. Perhaps that is exactly why they only dip their toes and pretend to help the scene. Maybe they don't want to help us grow and get louder. Maybe they don't want to spend money on this esports thing. Maybe they think competitive Smash differs from their vision of the game. Fine. However, while all that may be true, they simultaneously do want what our voices give them: marketing. A whole lot of free marketing. Makes sense when I think about it. They're always feigning support, never really providing it, never really stopping us either. Now, you might believe that Nintendo doesn't really need our community to sell games, and that's probably correct. However, does it benefit them to allow us to exist as we do? I'll call yes. I think it's very clear that Nintendo benefits from the influencers that the esports community has created. Hell, Nintendo has even used these influencers in their invitationals at E3 to help promote the game. Look at it this way. Imagine a world where Smash esports wasn't a thing and Nintendo releases a direct. You probably have quite a few people watching on their computers in the privacy of their homes, and when it's done they shut down and move on with their day. What we have instead are those very same people replying to Esam's tweet, sharing Leffen's video, playing HBox's reaction on repeat. You get hundreds of millions of impressions from fans of these influencers spreading news of the game everywhere. It doesn't take an advertising genius to understand the power of influencer marketing, and Nintendo is getting it not just for free, but while actively suppressing our scene from getting larger, and I think that's awful. The effects of this on the scene are being felt greater than ever before. Companies don't have the same enthusiasm of working with Smash like they used to, if they're even trying at all anymore. As far as I know, ESL and E-League have nothing in the works for us, and Red Bull has resorted to clever workarounds to help us out on events without getting the hammer from Nintendo. Effects on the scene. Nintendo and grassroots events. It's a crazy world we live in when the announcement of a Nintendo approved grassroots event is considered a bad thing by much of the community. It is a near guarantee that UCF, Slippy, and PM won't be present. I spoke to a few TOs to get some insight as to what comes with a Nintendo partnership for an event. From my conversations, the benefits include allowing events to use their brand, which adds legitimacy to sponsors and potential attendees. The event won't get a cease and desist, not that it would be likely to begin with, but this partnership guarantees that it won't. For some events, they're supposed to use the Nintendo VS Twitter account to post about the event. For one event in particular, Nintendo did not deliver on that, but did during the second year. That's mostly it. Support varies between events after that. One TO received partial support for consoles at the event, while others did not. While no TO I spoke to received direct financial support, at least one event received indirect support via connections that enabled discounts for setups and equipment. However, every Splatoon setup was provided by Nintendo at every event they were a part of. Nintendo would also take up floor space for ultimate activation areas before the game's release. This is all without directly paying the tournament organizers, so effectively they were taking up floor space that people typically have to pay for to promote their own upcoming titles at events filled with Nintendo fans. It seems Nintendo can fully support games of their choosing when they want to. Final note on this: TOs are obligated to run Nintendo ads for these Nintendo sanctioned events. Considering how little they actually do for the event, that's pretty hilarious. Project M/Project P+. There was no cease and desist. What happened is that Nintendo essentially stated to people within our scene that our community's support for PM was what was preventing them from working with us. So naturally, eager TOs and streamers saw an opportunity to work with Nintendo and contribute to the successful start of a Nintendo Smash circuit. Heard it myself from so many TOs and streamers. They thought they were doing something for the good of the scene, and I can't blame them. they choose to drop PM from their events / streams on this promise. This naturally hurt the PM scene tremendously, and we've come to find out that it was for nothing. Furthermore, loss of PM actually cost our community due to the loss of revenue from PM attendees and viewership. Esports teams. You'll notice a lot of top level players have been having trouble securing a team, and players on tier 1 teams have been getting let go. Long time ago, teams were hopeful for Smash, and there was a surge of player pickups because of a crazy level of fan engagement paired up with the hope that for an eventual Nintendo circuit that never came to be. Teams have begun to understand that Nintendo will never support the game and have thus had to make the difficult decision to drop several Smashers over the last few years. Closing thoughts. Kyo, the passion in protecting the Smash community, every single part of the community has been held back by Nintendo. While Nintendo is powerful, truly believe that our love for the various Smash games is strong enough to allow us to continue on for years, even decades into the future. We've survived for this long despite many hurdles, and we can overcome the new ones too. So this is before... This was before Panda Cup. This was before Panda Cup was announced. And there's so many people. If you scroll, like, I don't know if any of you have Panda Cup trending, but if you have Panda Cup trending, click it and just see what people are saying. Like Spargo, who is like one of the best Ultimate players. I don't know about y'all, but if everything said about Panda is true, then I'm done with supporting them in any form. Unbelievable how hundreds of people will be affected by this, most likely skipping Panda Cup. To the people who are bound by contracts and being forced to participate in the Panda Cup finale, I want to see players SD or stand still for the entire tournament, and I want to see commentators say nothing or make incoherent noises the entire event on the mic. Would be funny. Cannot in good faith support the Panda Cup finale after reading about the actions of the CEO of Panda, as well as Nintendo cancelling SVT. As it stands, I'm choosing to drop from the event. Chag, French player, I believe. Like, one of the biggest upset. Like, Smash Ultimate this year has been crazy. It has been so good. We've seen players come in from, like, dead arenas like the EU or like and like absolutely dominate against the best players in the world. It's absolutely wild. What if we go to Pound Cup? We only do Steve Dittos and make dicks of blocks around the screen the whole 7 minutes every set. That would be funny. Goes without saying that there's absolutely zero chance I attend Panda Cup after this news. Absolutely fucking dog contract beyond disgusting behavior. Agreed. Someone, who the fuck are you? Oh, Slime. I'm not a lawyer, but I did see the contract sent to players for Panda Cup, and guys, let me tell you, if Panda spends resources to sue you for not going to their event, it would be possibly the worst optics of all time from a gaming or bar none. Do not be scared of this one. Panda Cup, price 100k. Smash World Tour, what it was supposed to be 320k plus. Don't let anyone forget what we're losing out on as a community because of Nintendo and Panda. IBDW of Panda was bombarded by this, so as things would currently stand, I would not attend Panda Cup or stay, but for due process and because we've learned in the past that jumping to conclusions can lead to disastrous consequences, I want to hear everyone out before making a decision. I respect it. I actually respect it. A lot of the Panda Global people are completely blindsided by this. They have no idea what management have been up to. Cause like, they have their contracted stream hours and like event travel time and whatever. They don't have time. That is something a lot of people need to fucking understand. People don't, like, if you're a content creator for an org, you're not sitting at every single management meeting. You're most likely not even close to interacting with them. You're just there. Like, you have their little logo down in the corner of your stream, and that's pretty much it. Not me desperately trying to find thumbnails and stuff. Because I've lost everything. No. I found one. Dude, I've lost so much data in that crash, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I don't know if there is anything to do. Oh, I'm sorry. If I scared you in your work meeting, Robin, I'm also very sorry. I only managed to hit one button. Thing is, I don't know what we do from here. I don't know if we, like... I'm not particularly tempted to sit down with Pokemon. If I'm being completely honest. Should I be making some progress towards that? Probably. Am I going to? Probably not. I don't know, dude. Also, quick reminder, no stream tomorrow or the day after. Thursday and Friday, no stream. But yeah, I just kind of feel bad, you know? I like Smash. Smash is like some of the most fun you can have in a fighting game. To me, at least. Dude, trying to find my thumbnails. I know they exist somewhere. But, like, figuring out which... which DMs they're in. It's what you would call goddamn nightmare. I think I can hop like 3 or 4 pages. Let's hop to 30 and see if we're close. Closer. That's 1. I just really, really, really wish there was something we could do. You know? Smash thumbnail. Also found the Mario Maker one. And I have found one of the Fortnite ones. I think that a thing that needs to happen is we need to get the we need to get this we need to get a statement from Alan, and we need to get a statement from Panda Cup. That is like the next thing that needs to happen. Or a statement from like Panda Global or something. An official statement from Panda Cup or Panda Global. Official statement from Al. Smash World Tour. Needs to drop their docs, which obviously they can't do. But they probably should. Nope. So yeah, until we get anything. Also, a thing that I think is really interesting is that they keep pointing out that yeah, well, Smash World Tour again broke their licensing rules. So did fucking Panda. But Panda Cup got their thing. What is this drop down? Okay, that's awful. So yeah, that is kind of where we're at. That took 3 hours to get through. Damn. Okay, you're back now. Welcome back. I don't know what we're gonna do. I am feeling a little... I'm feeling a little like the picture of Moist Light that went around seeing all of this happen in real time. I'm feeling a little like this. I like also kind of want to spite play, but I don't have melee and I don't have Slippy here. Oh. That was a wild ride. Yeah. I feel burnt and I feel sad. How long to download? Oh. I don't know, depends on if my internet is absolutely destroyed or not. Everything feels kind of slow today. I'm wondering if there's some like weather issue somewhere. Yeah, we're seeing 501. That's not slow internet, but you know. Also, I would have to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to... Oh, man. And now I have to figure out the weird driver thing and... Also, a thing that Fots pointed out with me yesterday, we were talking about this. There is a parody account that is going around Twitter that says, "Yeah, we're definitely keeping that controller money." LMFAO. And we covered that. As far as I know, they paid everyone back. The drama around that controller was basically that they did a refund. I've completely forgotten everything from Melee It On Me. But like this, I understand like yeah, no, Slippy I can get fairly easily because like I'm in the Slippy Discord. But I don't know where my Melee disc is. So making an ISO for that is going to be like a little rough. And then my controller won't work, and I was excited about the Panda controller, because it would have been the biggest change up in Smash since people figured out that you could load custom stage and character lists and button mapping options and stuff from a memory card. It was really cool. I wrote it down here. You have all fully replaceable parts, including like weights for like your preferred controller weight. Like some people take the rumble out, some people add little weights. Guaranteed 1.0 cardinals. So if you don't know what a 1.0 cardinal is, basically in a stick box, left, right, up and down, they're cardinals. In some in most controllers, you have is it a potentiometer? Base joysticks. So it gives you a voltage variable when you switch direction. But forward or backwards or left or right is supposed to give a value of plus or minus 1. GameCube controllers particularly have a tendency to give a left or right value of like 94 or 89 or 86 or 0.86. Like 1.0 is 100%. So that means that if you have a controller that has true 1.0 cardinals, you move faster in melee than if you have a controller that is 0.86. So guaranteed true 1.0 cardinals, super important. You'd also have the ability to make custom joystick notches without like having to take apart an entire controller and fucking ruin the little octagonal gate on the shell, and like thus making the shell useless if you fucked up the notches. Because it was just a little ring that you like screwed in, like snapped into place. So you could just like remove the ring, order a new one, file it to your desired notches, plonk it back down and go click. So no more fucked up shells. You just got a new octagonal ring. It would use magnetic joysticks, so you could like, well, first off, there is way less chance of drift on a magnetic joystick. Secondly, if you didn't get 1.0 cardinals, you have a magnetic joystick, so you can just like change the value. There was going to be a board inside that determined whether you were connected to PC or a GameCube or a Switch, and through a Type-C connector you could just swap the cable. You plonk in the GameCube thing, you plug it into an adapter, the thing goes, yeah, I'm a legitimate GameCube controller, let's go. It was really cool. It would have been one of the biggest change-ups in Smash ever. But no, we didn't get that. They pulled back. Now, did they pull back because of the Panda Cup and needing licensing for their controller? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what we should do for the rest of the day. I don't know if we should do anything for the rest of the day. I don't know. Man. Chat. Honest question. Should we just do like watch party this weekend? Like, obviously it won't be on stream because like I'm gone for like the first 2 days, or for the next 2 days. So are these all times in PST? Okay. So we're looking at BTS Smash and BTS Smash 2 as our like main events. Cause like, you know, I'm gonna watch both the main series singles on both sides. So that's 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. is melee doubles. 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. is ultimate singles pools and melee singles pools. Then Saturday sorry. Saturday, ultimate doubles top 4 and melee doubles top 4. 12 to 2. Then 2 to 4 we have the remaining of pools, and then 4 to 10 is top 64. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is ultimate and melee singles top 16. Then 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. ultimate top 8, and 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. melee top 8. So it's a pretty stacked weekend, and it's gonna have like a fuck ton of entrants for main stage. I want to buy the BTS shirt. But yeah, fuck, come back to me. Aiden. Posted something important. What was there? Oh, I can't find the full thread. I think I'm done. Hey, people watching, fucking hands out of your pants real quick. Go and share that. 2 days out from rules. Get that out there. Get this out there. I'll be boosting these later today, because it's not that long ago I boosted these. I also kind of want to man, it's not often I want to shop out of spite. Usually it's out of depression, and it's for my own feel better. But not gonna lie, kind of want to pick up some Beyond the Summit shirts. They're expensive, and they're probably gonna cost a fortune to get in here. I don't know, chat, what should we do? Should we do anything? I don't know, I'm feeling just kind of tired. 9 p.m. EST. That is... IGN is finally catching up on this story. Have they gotten any I'll probably be live. No, I won't be live, but I'll be awake. Today feels like a blanket darkness and Harvestella kind of day. Also really want to comfort snacks. I don't know. It's rough, dude. It feels rough, cause like Smash as an esport is something I really, really enjoy. And it's fucking wonderful that you don't really have to know anything about Smash to enjoy to enjoy people playing Smash, you know? That's one of the brilliant things. Cause like, while there's like 100 fucking characters to choose from across like multiple different games, all you need to know is high number bad, no floor under character bad. Whoever has a little player like character icon over their number when the thing says game or set or whatever the fuck it says. Is the one who won. Like, it's not rocket science. So it's like, it's simple to get into. And it's just a lot of fun. So like, I've spent a lot of time watching different SVT majors and stuff. seeing YouTube down hashtag, so just as a heads up. Yeah, so that was probably the blip we saw earlier with like stream disconnecting. It seems to be mostly fine again, I think. Oh, ha, no, oh, yeah, no, it's not fine. It is actually anything but fine. Oh. Well. Can I update that? Oh. Oh. My buttons don't do anything. I am terrified of updating this. High probability everything is just gonna crash. I don't know. I'm having trouble with backend and everything, so I don't know. Maybe we just give in to everything breaking down and just call it for today. What do you think? Chat, what do you think? Do you guys think? Sally, I might not be about it. Yeah. I kind of don't want to lose this mod. But I'm not sure if I have the energy to like fix it. Said I might relog into server ball and chill. Yeah. Yo, do you have any estimate on like when you're coming back to like actual functional DMs? Dude, the Twitter DMs are so bad. I guess that's the point though. If the DMs are bad, I'm like more likely to stay the fuck away. I mean, we can hop in like after Christmas. Hopeful. Wait, hopeful as probable or hopeful as in optimistic? Like, not likely. Wait, you're telling me that this was not to play on the cat's eye marble thing? But yeah, then I think next... Ah, shit. I'm running out of days, dude. That's the thing. I should be putting hours... I really should be putting hours into Pokemon right now. I really don't want to play anything, though. So... Oh, it wasn't intentional. Oh, I thought that was a joke on the cat's eye marble thing. So I was like, yeah, that checks out. Oh, my everything fucking hurts. Dude, I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours or something. Man, this means that I've lost my Vegas Pro license again. God damn. Ah, shit. Oh well. Don't worry, chat, it shows up. It always does. Save the world. Then I actually more or less finished leveling Pokemon. I would have to like make gym progress at this point. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Like hop in fucking Catfax. No. That's not where I want to hop in. I'm not logged in. Let me in. Let me find a... Maybe there's a BTS rerun or something we can have on in the background. Remember this pooter for 30 days. Submit. Hey! It does multi-messages now. Cool. Don't care. Summit 14, the mango. Well, there's some stuff happening. No VG bootcamp though. Which, you know, makes sense. Yeah, I'll put on like the BTS VIP brackets from Smash Summit. Or something. Oh yeah, Rovan, just ignore when you log in and see that you have like 300 DMs from me. It's not anything important. I promise. It's just I needed a place to like transfer pictures from my phone to my PC and I didn't want to go through all the hassle of like figuring out to upload to a drive or like that. So you know. Okay, I'm gonna fuck off because I'm absolutely burnt out on all of this. If you want to come watch Smash rerun or something, we'll have that up soon in our Discord. And I might see y'all on Saturday. I'll post an update somewhere. I'll see how I'm feeling like Friday afternoon after I've been to the second show of the week. So yeah, run some Smash or something on Smash rerun in the watch party thing, and I'm gonna see y'all there. Yeah, fucking bye.